allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're at money wise.
Profit?
And we still have about 70,000 of the foundation left to pay for that charity.
Finish the year with what remaining from
I still have
another
three,
payroll.
well, I have 2 payrolls in June,
Pretty good, more money coming from the state.
just our foundation. They get a little more.
So what's the
taxes.
cycle run?
Hmm?
Will the pay cycle run us?
About 400,000. Some of those won't be as big because the 12-month employees don't get no change.
So there's going to be $200,000 in the bank by the time we get done?
Well, I mean, we'll get our foundation funding and our other monies. You should probably, I don't know how much tax money we'll get.
Okay.
We should end hopefully at like, I'm hoping like November 1.
You did a good job of getting all that built for them over there. I mean, it's still a slab. I mean, it's still gonna be rough over there. We're gonna get somebody with a tractor and disc it up, maybe see if we can get some. They do kids with community service. They got community service go over and pick up concrete blocks or whatever, just to pick the big stuff off, because we want to level it out, then we load it. I mean, there's lots of little bitty chunks and stuff over there.
So they're three.
They're just, once they get all that concrete up, they're done.
So they
don't-
gonna get them little chunks, correct?
They're gonna get all the big stuff, those little bitty chunks, those are gonna be, we have to figure out some kind of drag or something to pull through there to get those up. Well, we'll get them down here. I don't know if they're gonna want them there with all those nails and stuff, I mean, they can take stuff down, but kids gotta have, starting ninth grade, they gotta have 75 hours of community service work before they graduate.
But when school's out, prison life.
Best thing we do is go over and spray it with Roundup, kill it, that way you don't have to worry about grass right now, but you couldn't bush hog it.
No, but the kids, once the kids out of school, it's like a prison. I mean, listen,
I think prison do that.
It's hard for Tucker to do it right now, because you understand.
that's where all the charges up.
These kids are gonna get 75 hours for graduating, brother. No?
And someone got.
Community service is community service, you gotta do it somewhere. You gotta put rocks in out of the street, 18. Huh?
Yeah.
Depends on who you ask.
Little bitty rocks, they're kids, they're strong. Strong back big bags. You wanna approve the consent agenda? Motion by Scott, second, everybody in place, all in favor say aye. Opposed?
All right, we need to start with principal reports. Ms. Tammy?
Elementary enrollment is at 355. On May 1st, fourth grade took a field trip to the Nature Center in Pine Bluff. On the 7th through the 10th, we enjoyed Employee Appreciation Week, and we had our PTO did several things for us, and then we just had several individuals in the community who honored our teachers and staff, so we really appreciated that. On May 7th, we had the 12th grade and kindergarten walkthrough, and there's a picture of that on that last page. I think they really enjoyed it this year, the big kids walking the small kids through, and that picture's really cute. On the 7th, third grade took a field trip to the zoo. On the 9th, we had our AR field trip. On the 15th was pre-K fun day. The 16th was pre-K celebration. The 17th was field day, and I included some pictures of field day on there. And then today we had kindergarten graduation and 6th grade celebration. And so for the remainder calendar of the year, on the 22nd, we have pre-K and kindergarten registration, and then the 31st is the last day of school. And then I included just a little bit of data. We purchased like a pilot program, a 1-month subscription to Lexia, which is a new computer program for reading remediation. It may replace our iStation. Teachers are just piloting it for this last month of school to see if they like it and see if they see growth in our kids from it. And we've had 342 skills completed, and 9,594 units have been completed by students. And students really seem to enjoy the program. And our teachers have been impressed with it so far this year. Any questions for the elementary?
Thank you, Ms. Campbell.
Thank you, Ms. Sam.
All right. Coach Moore?
All right, high school principal updates. Our current enrollment is 302. On April the 12th, our seniors had the opportunity to go visit PCC UA in Stuttgart. On April 16th through the 19th, we had our Atlas testing. 99% of our students were tested. On April 17th, we hosted the Pride of the Delta weight meet. On April 19th, we had our crazy carnival. It was kind of cold out, but our kids still had a really good time. April 20th, we held prom at the Hippie Building. April 22nd through the 24th, FFA students attended the FFA State Convention. EHS East was one of 5 schools invited to STEM Day at the state capitol on April 23rd. They were also the only East High School group invited to sit in on the state Senate meeting. On April 26th, we hosted district track, and also we took a few kids to the state track meet on April the 30th. May the 7th through the 10th, we celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week. We had some good things from the EHS PTO every day. May the 7th, we had senior checkout, the senior walk through the elementary and high school hallways for the last time, and then we also had a signing ceremony for them in the gym right after that. Also on May the 7th, we had our athletic banquets. The junior high banquet was at the gym, and the senior high banquet was at Landmark Church. Class of 2024 graduated May the 10th at 7 p.m. We had 32 seniors graduate, which was every senior actively enrolled in EHS. The baseball team hosted a Pee Wee camp on May the 20th, and tonight is our spring game, which started at 6 o'clock. High school report.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
The next item is the school choice. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students wanting to transfer in. You have those.
Now, how many of them are already here? No, 2.
2 of them that I know. I don't know any of these younger ones.
Who do you know?
I just know these last 2 in the list. I do not know the ones.
So the last 2 are already here?
Yes.
I know the 2 Lions kids are already here. So I know about the King. And they're transferring in?
Yes. This one, already. They may be, I don't know those kids.
But you said the last 2 are also here?
Let's see.
You don't need a
Last two.
motion
They
except.
live behind those schools. Huh?
You don't need a motion except.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm seeking a motion to accept these students into England through school choice.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Trustee Lee, second.
So,
Second by Mike Buggs, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
next thing we have is food service update, and we've got Michael Nichols here.
Okay, so it is our time to renew if we want to do CEP or Provision 2 for our food service. We've been doing CEP for the last several years. But with that right now, when we entered CEP, we were at 74% of our students were free or reduced. As of April 1st, we are down to 27.4%. With that being said, we would lose over $50,000 next year for food service if we stay with CEP.
Well, here's the problem, have they been filling out the forms, and that's the issue.
That's the
There's no
thing,
way
was
we
we-
drop 50%.
We didn't have to fill out forms with CEP. It was all based on if they
That
were
1 year.
SNAP, homeless, foster, or migrant. It was a report pulled from the state. I've been talking with the state, they've actually came down several days and helped me work out things. They think we need to do provision 2, and so do I. Provision 2, we have to have the parents fill out the forms. After that is filled out, then they will give us our percentage of what kids are free or reduced, and that locks in. So the first year is our, like, by year, where we get all the information, and after that, it's good for 4 years. And even one campus, they said, has been doing P2 since the early 2000s, and they've never had to redo their claim numbers. So my suggestion is that we do the P2. I know it's gonna be more work on food service, getting the forms back and entered, but I'm willing to do the work so that we don't lose that much money.
Well, what you're gonna do is push out the community, they still wanna have everybody pay for your lunch, you better fill out the
It's
form.
still free lunch, even with P2. It's still free.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I mean, that's what we're wanting, but I'm just saying, everybody in the community's gonna understand, you fill that form out correctly, or you're gonna be paying for your lunch.
Mhm. If we stay with CEP, which we are right now, our percentage of what money we get back from the state is going down tremendously. It's over $50,000 for
We
the
can't
school year.
afford that. I mean, they either gotta fill out the forms or it's not safe.
So you recommend that, Mr. Sue?
So I think we go with that extra option and get away from the CP. So I'm seeking motion to do just that.
And I have the spreadsheet that the state printed out if y'all wanted to see what we would lose.
I don't really see that our free and reduced lunches have dropped that much, would you?
I don't
But they're
think
not
so.
reporting their income to the state, so we can't.
But they will when they do these forms.
Yes, we have to. Mhm.
Well, they just need to make it very clear that they need to fill this out correctly, because this is determining,
Mhm. This starts for next year, yes. It'll be 1 year that we have to get the forms filled out.
Would this be the same food service, different
Yes.
this is
food?
too old.
No.
No, it's same.
No, this is not their OPA. This is our state stuff. OPA is still our food service.
This is just what the state's gonna give us for,
Just the way
Lunches.
it's funded.
Right.
Mhm.
Still the same food?
I'm working on some different things. I'm working with OPA on getting some different food options.
It's
Okay.
just, before the families didn't have to fill out forms, now they have to fill
no,
out.
they filled
They
out
did
forms
it
for
years
years,
ago.
up until we
Yeah,
got into
but
this
yeah.
last program, and
Now they're
then,
gonna fill out forms.
Mhm.
again.
Otherwise, we're
Again?
gonna pay $50,000.
That's
Fill out
all-
forms, pay $50,000.
No, $50,000 if we wanna pay for it, if not, then
Right.
everybody that's not on free or reduced has to pay whatever they pay on reduced, and then there will be no more free lunch. But anyway, right now, we do free for everyone in the school.
Both programs are free for all
Yeah.
kids in the school. The difference in right now with the CEP is we're not gonna get as much money back from the state. We're not gonna get the reimbursement that we're used to. And it's over $50,000 less if we stay with CEP for next year.
And
Because they've already came down and did all the numbers.
We could already owe 2025, so now we're at 75. I mean, the 50's in addition to
What
what
does
we
P2
normally
do?
already
Does
pay.
it start it all over?
P2, they'll do the forms, and then, once all the forms are turned in, we'll submit those. I'll submit them as they come in, and they're gonna reevaluate our amount that we get.
We
Our
knew,
amount
we
would
knew when
be
we
higher.
signed it the first time, it was only a 4-year cycle. I mean, it was.
But do we need to create a new policy, written policy for this or not?
No, the state just needs to know which one we're gonna go with, and I will email them first thing in the morning, and they're gonna come down and help.
But
get everything
everybody needs to fill out a form.
They did say if like we have a student at the high school and they have a sibling at the elementary, one family can fill it out. It doesn't have to be each, right.
Per family.
One form per family.
Each child name listed on it.
Yes.
Well, those are confidential, it doesn't go, you can't,
No.
you don't get access to that form, just them. could do it before, I mean, that's one way you could determine if you was free or reduced.
Mhm.
You know, who will make a motion for option two or whatever?
Motion to go with
P2.
P2.
Motion,
I
second.
second.
Second by Mr. Trish Carter, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
All right, now this next is Sun Life Corporate Resolution, that over here, explain this.
This is a resolution to, we have an outstanding, we have a lost check that this company owes us, and this form needs to be signed. It's just a corporate resolution that, it's just authorizing them to send the check. And it has the corporate secretary, which I'm assuming that's you, because you're the board secretary, to sign it. It doesn't need to, I guess you'll have to vote on, you do have to vote on, yes. But it's just so that we can get the check resent out to us. This is a company in Canada, and it is very hard to deal with that.
what we doing for my account.
They send us money.
Do what?
They send us money.
So what the motion needs to be?
She got
How's it need to be worded?
read the resolution.
Okay,
Oh.
then I'm gonna seek a motion to,
Does she have to read the resolution?
I think she can just adopt the Sun Life resolution. Or somebody can make a motion.
It's just for a check that we're gonna get, right? How much is the check?
It's probably about $300 or $400.
Wanna make a motion?
But they sent it out and it was lost in the mail.
Yes.
Who made the motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Scott Cheney, second. Second by Mike Beal, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
next item is student insurance. This is from the Monarch Management Corporation for Educational Benefits. Student accident coverage proposal for England School District. And premier annual premium is $5,937. And it's optional, there's an optional thing that you can add $1.15 per student for catastrophic wrap student coverages. But right now, it is just $5,937.33. This is just a renewal, and so I don't know how long we've had it.
This is our third or fourth year with this company. We've had student accident insurance forever. It protects,
Right.
it covers our football players, any athlete. If they're hurt, it will pick up, not all of what their insurance doesn't cover, but a lot of it. So it relieves the financial responsibility of the parent.
Okay.
And it covers field trips and playground injuries and
Okay.
different things.
So I'm seeking a
We'll say,
motion.
woo. How many kids do we have involved in football and basketball or any contact sports?
Ooh, I don't have a number. It's just a blanket coverage. I don't think it's a separate coverage. It covers them all.
We got 700 students, 600 and something. I mean, you're not talking about much money for a whole lot more coverage.
The catastrophic,
Yes,
I honestly would like for y'all to pick that up.
I'm kinda leaning that way too, $1.15 is
If we have a
$25,000
student that
deductible,
has
is
a
that
heart
what,
issue
$5
or a
million?
heat stroke or something.
Only thing we're paying for
Bus
right now is
accident.
$25,000 per injury. That ain't gonna cover jack. You have a kid have a spinal cord injury or,
Really bad injuries.
that don't seem like.
Hey, should they?
Huh?
It's behind the student transfer.
I mean, we're paying 59.37 for $25,000 per injury.
There it is.
1 year full accident, zero deductible, but if someone was involved in something really, really bad, broke his leg or anything like that, or got hip paralyzed or anything, you're talking about maximum bid $7.5 million plus with $25,000 deductible, we just be responsible for the deductible.
Right. That's pretty cheap. Pretty
Yeah,
cheap
when you're
coverage.
talking about $1.15 per student, you're only talking maybe $900, ain't that much.
657 kids.
Something like that, 657 times 115.
755.
Yeah, 755, that's not much to me. y'all think, any discussion?
That'd be 57, 37, 57,
No,
I mean,
it'd be
or 67, 30, yeah. That's
About,
$7,000.
about $6,600.
$66.92.
What you think there, Scott?
What's his premium based on, what number?
I just don't think you get covered much for $25,000. Especially a kid has spinal injury or.
Most of these kids have injury.
Yeah, but, no,
We'll go with.
I just don't think $600 is a breaking point for us on
Well,
this.
most insurances have a cap of what
I
they
sleep
pay.
much better knowing we got $7.5 million per person.
Yeah.
Which one? You talking about?
It's $1.15 extra for that rider.
$15 per person.
Well, why not?
That's what I'm saying. But we didn't know exactly how many students we got. Does that count pre-K too or whatever?
Probably. He'll get,
Every student,
That ought to
55
cover every student in there.
they'll get with us on the.
My question is,
Add
$7.5
up
million
total
per
students.
person or total?
657.
It don't matter. I mean, we're not gonna go over 7.5.
No.
It says maximum benefit 7.5 million, but I mean, you're not, hope you don't ever have to use it. If you don't buy insurance, you use, you buy it for protection. I mean, but you got $25,000 per injury, that's
Plus,
a
you
drop in
got 8
the bucket.
kids.
I think it'd be a benefit to our
666.
our students, if something were to happen,
I just think
especially
make
if
a
they
motion
needed long-term
to,
care.
with the catastrophic coverage,
Add that
Yeah.
option.
with the added catastrophic coverage option, and then the math will be
Yeah, motion.
calculated.
Yeah.
Motion by Scott Chitty, second.
Second.
Second by Trish Carter, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed.
Next one is SAVIS. SAVIS provides our literacy curriculum for high school, My Perspectives. His job embedded services prepaid, they send a guy down, was it 5 times a year, and to go through and work with these teachers so that they are implementing this curriculum correctly. They work with the teachers all day or sometimes 2 days, and so that's what this $18,250 is for. We've had it for, I know, at least 1 year. This is the second year.
Well, it's-
That's the way they do it.
Yeah.
They come down and they work with the teachers to make sure that they are implementing the curriculum correctly, so they're teaching what needs to be taught and the way it needs to be taught.
I thought we had academic facilitators for that.
So this is the instructional curriculum, that the facilitators go around and help them with planning and things like this. This is the actual implementation.
$20,000, $19,000.
We're paying this with this federal funding.
What budget, what fund, which pot does
Where
this come
does it
out
come
of?
Federal money, I don't, it may be
Nancy, which
federal
pot does
money.
it come out of?
This may be
I think
federal.
it is federal, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure, let me.
Yeah, it's federal money because
Ms. Tammy, what does this do?
That's at the high school, so I'm not really sure, I'm sorry.
Mr. Morgan, what does SAVIS do?
I'm not totally sure.
That's gonna be, it's federal, it's not required.
I know, huh?
It's federal, it's not required.
It's federal.
It may be paid out of PD money.
I wanna know more what it does, I'll be honest. I mean, we're finna start cutting some budgetary stuff, and I understand this guy's gonna come down and take this, he really go through all our curriculum, does he go through all of our classes, what is he doing? I mean, sitting up there talking about stuff, and it's not, I mean, we hire academic facilitators
And we got
to go over
co-op.
curriculum that we're going through and all that, so I don't understand what his, or their big deal is. I mean, what do they do?
they come in and they would go into a classroom and watch this teacher teach a couple times, and then on the prep period, they would meet with that teacher and discuss things and how what these teachers are not implementing correctly, because there's several, I think it's 7 different points and things that they have to go through to implement it in the way it needs to be implemented.
Okay, but we have 2 two principals that sit in the classroom watching teachers teach. We got academic facilitators that's supposed to be watching teachers teach, so why are we hiring them and we got them, you know what I'm saying?
We get rid of them facilitators, man.
I'm just saying, I mean, what are we paying this?
Can we get Belinda on the phone?
She can come to the next meeting, when is this gonna be done by?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So how often does this person
Let's
come in?
table this and get some more information. on
Yeah.
it.
It's not
That's a
due
lot of
till the
money.
30th of September.
If this was like a couple $1,000s, I'd say, okay, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and it says five, quantity five, so they're gonna come here 5 times? She
For
don't get that job.
$3,650.
Yeah,
I think you did, John.
All they gotta do is.
you need to talk
See
more,
if she
you need to
can
talk
come.
more clearly during your presentation.
See if she can come the next meeting,
Okay.
since it doesn't have to be paid for till or since it expires the 30th. September 24th.
And the next one is Engel Fence Company. There's an increased invoice we had to do, added a little more to it. And
Looks good.
It went, yeah, it looks great. We had was it a sewer cap, and we had to put a fence around it because I didn't want people in there digging in that.
That looks real, I wouldn't have done that, but anyway, they did it, so it's done.
I just wanna make sure people
You're gonna
stay out.
spray some, Roundup 365 to keep it dead around it, cause you ain't no way you can mow it or whatever.
But the new total is $18,118.
Wanna make a motion to approve the Engel Fence Company for 18,118.
Yeah.
Motion by Mr. Hughes, second.
So,
All Ms. Mason, all in favor say aye. Oh, 6-0. I got one thing I gotta say, because I thought about this fence. If someone does not get in that tree down, I'm fixing it. I'm talking about, I understand, but there's a tree growing in that little concrete circle in front of the gym. I'm wondering how tall it's gonna get before it busts that brick wall down.
Oh, with the transfer.
Yeah. Why is there a tree growing in there? I mean, I'm serious.
Ain't nobody ever cut it
I mean,
down.
I ride by it and I see it and I know there's not a place for a tree, it's just concrete, what it's gonna do, it's gonna get in there, it's gonna eat that concrete up, it's gonna bust them bricks.
The bigger it gets, the more it's fixing to tear up from cutting it.
Right, so someone please go in there and cut it off and spray something on so it does not come back.
Okay, next personnel.
Still,
Okay. I'm seeking the motion to accept the resignation of elementary interventionist Tara Scott.
wanna make a motion?
I make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Patricia Carter Lewis, second by Mr. Mike Bugh, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
I'm seeking the motion to accept the resignation of high school nurse Constance Gaddy.
Wanna make a motion? Motion by Mr. Busey, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mason, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
I'm seeking the motion to hire Brent Sherman as high school science teacher.
Wanna make a motion? Motion by Mike Busey, second by Scott Cheek, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
I'm seeking the motion to hire Christina Jones as high school English teacher.
Wanna make that motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Busey, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Mason, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0.
I'm seeking the motion to hire Micah Nichols for junior and senior cheer, football and basketball.
Thought you said there's two of them.
There's two of them, and Danielle Williams for junior, senior cheer, football and basketball
They're
seasons.
gonna split the stipend.
They will split the stipend, yes.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Mason, and second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Busey, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0. Motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn, Ms. Mason, second by Ms. Solly, all in favor say aye. Opposed, 6-0. That means, anything?